Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jamie here. I want to say a very warm welcome to you and thanks very much for joining me in today's video. For those of you that are joining me via YouTube, welcome. If this is the first time on the channel, my name is Jamie. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, and all things digital. If any of that's of interest to yourself, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. All right, for those of you guys on the old Facebooks, thanks very much for joining me. Drop a hashtag live if you do happen to jump on the live, and of course a hashtag replay if you do end up jumping on the replay. So this is going to be a pretty quick video today, guys. What I'm really going to go through is just a couple ways, if you're running Facebook ads, to extract some of the data out of the audience, and how you can use that to basically improve what you're doing in terms of your ad results, things like that. So I'm just going to hopefully share my screen, all going according to plan. Doesn't always work. Yeah, it works. Okay, yes, winning at life. Anyway, drop a comment, guys. Let me know you're here. Let's check it out. All right, so this is a new project that I'm working on at the moment, and we're refining the funnel as we go along. So hence why nothing's running just at the moment. Brand new ad account, getting some incredible results in terms of the actual clicks itself. But what I want to know now is, how can I delve into that data and work out where the clicks are coming from, age groups? Is there anywhere that I can improve upon the actual clicks themselves, things like that? So in order to do so, I'm going to make the assumption you guys know roughly around your way around Facebook Ads Manager to a certain degree. I'm just going to, like I say, this is really just a very quick video on one of the techniques that you can use to extract that data and help improve your ad results as you go along. So if you've got the actual ad campaign up, this kind of gives you a bit of an idea, some of the things that we're running at the moment. Which a lot of it won't mean much to you guys, I understand, but it's just I'm split testing a whole bunch of stuff. So this is all done on CBO, which stands for Campaign Budget Optimization. And essentially what that means is that the budget is controlled at the campaign level, and I've got a whole bunch of ad sets underneath it. I need to keep adding more, but I thought I'd just start with 8 just to get some data across there and just see where the clicks are coming from, see what I can do in terms of, I guess, my targeting, things like that. And then that means that basically that budget for your daily budget is going to filter itself through all the different ad sets that you have running. So it's kind of cool. Means that depending on the size of the audience, Facebook's going to send more ad spend to different ad sets. Yeah, thanks. That's what I was looking for. All right, so this one, they're actually doing really well. So check this out. I'll show you something cool. I'm still, it kind of blows my mind, actually. So it's a good thing. We've got, look at these click-through rates. My God. Yes. Anyway, so having said that, the actual funnel itself is not converting. So this is another little side note for you guys. Quite interestingly, throwing a bit of traffic at, it's probably too early to kind of conclude whether or not it's not converting just yet. But what it does mean is that I can now take this data, and it means that, okay, well, clearly the messaging on the ads, maybe there's something there we could address. Maybe they're expecting one thing, they're getting to the landing page and getting something else. There's other things that we can do, but essentially what it means is that now all we need to do is just split test the funnel, because now we know that we've got traffic coming to it. Means that something's working, right? Like that's kind of a cool thing. Hence why these click-through rates are pretty decent. Right, what we can do is come over here to breakdown. This is the magic for you guys. Go over to breakdown, and what we want to do is have a look at action. Sorry, delivery, my bad. And you got all these options here. Like you can break down the data by all these things, like age and gender, business location, country, blah, 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 right? So all very, very cool stuff. And what that means is that, plus these are a couple of really important ones here. I'll go through those in a moment. But also what you can do is you can work out, okay, I'm getting all my data, all my clicks and everything seem to be coming from Facebook desktop. So it might be worth extracting that into its own ad set, into its own campaign. And that way you kind of know that you got like super targeted, and you're basically refining as you go along, right? So let's kick things off. I'm just going to show you guys one of them. I'm going to use age and gender just to give you a bit of an idea. So now what it means is that we can actually come along here and go, all right, cool. So we got out of this particular ad set, we've got 18 clicks. It's not too bad. 12% click-through rate. It's not too bad as well. 2.5% link click-through rate. So for those of you that are new to this whole thing, just to tell you the differentiate, differentiation between those is click-through rate all could be a like, it could be a show more. So when an ad pops up, there's a little option at the top. If the text in that ad extends down, you click show more and it expands the ad out. It could be one of those, could be a comment, could be clicking on a play button on an actual video ad, for example, whole bunch of stuff. Whereas actually just clicking through to the link, of course, that would be clicking the call to action and going to the actual link itself, right? So hence why there's quite a big discrepancy between those two. But as you can see, I mean, I can't really complain. 6 cent clicks, that's not bad. Anyways, here we go. Check this out. So females, 20% click-through rate. Now, of course, this is, it's too early to say. It doesn't necessarily mean that the data is actually going to convert. There's nothing like that. But it's just kind of gives you an idea. So it means, okay, well, first and foremost, clearly Facebook knows that there's less females between 35 and 44 in that bracket, so it's only going to show them sporadically. And in doing so, of course, it's probably slightly more expensive. The same with the males, of course, because this particular demographic that we're targeting, they or psychographic, I think it's probably more accurate in that context. They might not be as interested as their female counterparts type thing. Hopefully that makes sense. What else we got? But here's where we get the cool stuff, right? So it's showing it. I mean, Facebook algorithm will inherently show the ad to the right people anyway, and it kind of learns as it goes along. But as you can see here, I mean, that's a pretty obvious sign that we might want to be breaking the female age 65 plus bracket out into its own separate ad set, because as you can see, check that out, 16%. My god, that's incredible. And probably same for the males as well, but it's slightly more expensive, and also the actual link click-through rates, so they're probably more inclined to be interested in the actual ad. There's something on the ad itself that they are intrigued by, as opposed to the women who I guess more of them are not only clicking on the actual ad itself, but then clicking through to the landing page as well. So that would be worth testing. I would break that out into a separate ad set. And what else do we have? And same with the females 55 to 64. That's definitely well worth it. Probably same with that as well, males, but to a lesser extent. Although you can't really sneeze. I mean, getting an 8-cent click is pretty amazing. So that's one of the data sets. What else do we have down here? See if there's any commonalities between these. So here we go again. Females age 65 plus. They like the old clicks on this particular thing. That's really fascinating. So that's quite a discrepancy between the clicks all and the actual link clicks itself as well. So that's good to know. So what it means, but just purely by going through this process, you can now pick out, okay, cool. Well, now I know that females age 55 plus are doing a lot of the clicking. And in doing so, that means that I can now break that out into a separate ad set and look to separately target that alone. And interestingly, I don't have any 65 plus clicking in that particular ad set. That's interesting. There you go. How fascinating. But you learn stuff. This is how you learn stuff as you go along, right? There we go. Slightly younger demographic there. Females, okay, no one's interested there. But like, as I say, I mean, Facebook will find the right people to show it to anyway, but this just it takes that concept and just allows you to kind of pull that out as you wish. Right, cool stuff. Right, and as you can see, here we go, another example down here. So that's obviously showing it to a lot more people and getting a lot more clicks through as well. So both good stats. I'm quite happy with that. So that's one way you can do it. Another way you can is now for this particular campaign, I'm actually only targeting one country, so I'm not. There's no point in me showing country. What I can do is have a look at things like either device and platform. Now, normally, if I kick off a campaign, what I'll do is just go auto in terms of its placement. But I've had a couple of experiences recently that have told me that I shouldn't do that. So what I do instead now is I basically only pay for the premium real estate. So Facebook feed, whether on mobile or desktop, and also Instagram feed as well. I haven't gone so far into stories, although that's another thing I probably will look at getting eventually as well. So what was this one? Here we go. So Android, there we go, 10% click-through rate. I'm pretty happy about that, I must admit. And that's off, okay, Android smartphone. And here we go, interestingly, there we go, an iPhone. Again, so unsurprisingly, mobile traffic is the big winner there. Everyone loves the old mobiles. What else have we got down here? Desktop. Okay, and no one loves the desktop. No one wants to click through on a blooming desktop these days, do they? Because it's easier, because we're all on our mobiles. It's easier to show mobile traffic there as well. What else have we got? Oh, here we go. Look at that, 17%. Nice. And that's on iPhone. So another thing. So here we go. Now I've got two data points. So I now know that the demographic of females aged over 55. That's hot. I can now extract it out and put that into a man that came out wrong. Just realized that. But you get the point. I can now extract that out and put that into a different ad set. And then conversely, with these, with the mobile, I can now extract mobile out. I might either want to go with mobile versus desktop, or even so far as going iPhone versus Android as well. I can actually extract those, right? So that's it. That's just a couple of ways you can do that. And so now that means you can delve into it. The other one, which is really fascinating, I'm going to tell you guys a little story on this one, is the actual viewers' time of day. Let's have a look at this one. I really enjoy this one because where's a good example? Let's get rid of that thing. What have we got in here? 27. Look at that. Come on. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Between 8 a.m. and 9 p.m., 9 a.m., like nearly 30% of the target audience is clicking through. Like, they're just incredible. So okay, that means that's really important. Like I say, this is kind of cool. This is part of the optimization process, right? So it now means that the targeting is on point. There's something that we're doing which is right. The ad copy and the whatever is spot on. And it just means from here, all we need to do now is start tweaking the actual funnel itself. It means that something in the funnel was not working, like, you know, maybe it needs an opt-in form, maybe it needs an email follow-up, like something there is not working, and that's completely cool. So it means that, okay, I now know that I can just switch this traffic on. I now know that once I work on getting the actual funnel itself optimized, the rest of it's going to be pretty straightforward, which is cool. But anyway, that gives you a bit of an idea. So now, you know, I might decide, depending if there's a lot of data that suggests that, say, for example, a lot of the clicks are coming between like 5 p.m. and 9 p.m., then I might actually split those up into data sets as well, into ad sets. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys out. Now, what I will do, I'm going to remove that. It goes stuck with my face. So what I will say on that one is a little story for you guys. Basically, some time ago, I was running ads for a company that were an app developer, and they were targeting specifically personal trainers. And so what we did was we went into the data in that format, and all we did was basically just go into the times of days that the ads were, like the leads were actually coming in. And what we found was people that were actually opting into the lead forms, they were doing so between some kind of weird hours. It was like between 6 a.m. and like 9 a.m., I think, from memory, and then again from 6 p.m. up to midnight. And so these were personal trainers. So a lot of the time they would just, I guess, between clients and whatnot, they would just be looking on their phone and then opt in for something. And so what we did is then got rid of, I think we went 6 a.m. to midday, and then midday we cancelled midday, so we let go of all that. So then from, again, 6 p.m. till midnight, we started targeting them again, and that brought the cost per lead down by like 60% or something ridiculous like that. So there really is some benefit in going down that pathway and just basically honing into the data like that. Like I say, all you need to do is just have a quick skim over it. You don't need to, it doesn't necessarily need to be a perfect science, especially at the sort of lower levels of ad spend. And then of course, if you do start ramping things up from there, then at least you've kind of got a bit of an idea as to how you can extract some of that data out. But by that stage, you're probably in the state where you're actually scaling, and so you can kind of scale sort of horizontally as well into some of those separate demographic sets. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks very much.